Hey, what's good, people? Today I'm gonna talk about the basics of numerology. You know, a lot of people see my posts on Facebook, and I get a lot of inboxes. People asking me, "Hey, what's up with this numerology stuff? I want to learn a little bit more about numerology and what numerology is." So, the universal language that we all communicate in the human, no matter where you're from or what language you speak, is numbers. We communicate in numbers in everything that we do, from your phone number to your birthday to your social security number to your address to the place that you live. And think about when you walk and I take a step. I take one step. How far did I take? How far did I step? That distance, that's measured in amounts, that's numbers. How much impact did my weight hit when it hits the ground? That's also numbers. So when you can go on and on about how much numbers have an influence on our daily life. Numbers is how we communicate in every facet of life. So understand that you or me or us as humans, we also have a number. We were a mathematical equation from God. We were put here on a particular day at a particular time, given a particular name, to have a purpose. So we are a purpose, and numerology helps you understand your numbers, who you are, the numbers that are reciprocated from the day and the time that you were born, correlates into something that you are, a purpose, your destiny. And this is kind of how numerology speaks. It speaks of the number of you, and hidden factor to that is energy. Energy is not seen, but energy is definitely felt. So numerology calculates your energy, the vibration that you give off. You know, when somebody comes in a room and they're having a bad day, they don't have to say that they're having a bad day. You can feel it. You can just feel that their negative energy coming in the room. Same thing with somebody that's happy and cheerful and positive. They coming in your presence and they just uplift you. So this numerology is basically explaining this expression or this energy that you have inside, and it's pretty much explaining what the number of man is, particularly an individual. You hear it in biblical terms in the Bible, the number of man, but understanding numerology will give you a lot of knowledge of self, because at the end of the day, the most important lesson in life is understanding who you are. What is your purpose? Many people say try to change themselves. I'm trying to change them. But understanding who you are, you'll understand what things that you cannot change or should not change, because that is who you are, and just improve on the things that are your weaknesses, because we're all born on this earth with strengths, weaknesses, and talents. We're here for a purpose. So numerology pretty much expounds on who we are as people. And the way it's interpreted is numbers. So no matter how much you count, like for numbers, especially in our American modern culture, you can count to 100,000, 10,000, million, whatever. There's really only 9 numbers. You got 1 through 9. Every other number is just a duplicate of that number, or increased volume of that number. But there's only really 9 numbers. And numerology is the basic idea that everything has to be reduced to a singular value, those 9 numbers. On top of that, you have 3 master numbers, 11, 22, and 33. If those numbers sound familiar, understand the importance of those numbers, because those are master numbers. So a lot of things that you see in life are using those numbers, because these numbers have energy and they actually have a meaning. So if you think about these numbers and having a meaning, understand that volume of these numbers have a meaning to you. So there's 5 basic core numbers in numerology. You have your life path number, which is known as your destiny number, which is pretty much the major challenge that you will experience in this life. You have your birthday number, which is the talent number, which is the talents that you possess and the strengths and the weaknesses that you have when you entered into this world. You have your expression number, which is the deep person inside. When people really get to know you and understand who you are, you will reveal that inner expression. You got your personality number, which is basically the outward expression, the first impression, what people generally know who don't really know you, acquaintances or people that might view you or talk to you from a short period of time, what you give off, or what you want to give off to people. So that's your personality number. And then you have your heart's desire, which is pretty much the heart's desire number pretty much tells the reason or the intentions behind every action that you make. Now, knowing these numbers and knowing your numbers is very important to knowing yourself. And say I was born September 7, 1983. To get your life path, you would just add 9 plus 7 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3. And you got 28. 28 is still a whole number, so you will do 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 is 1 plus 0, which is 1. So my life path will be a 1. And understanding these numbers and what they mean and what they're interpreted to will help you understand who you are and what is your purpose here in this life and what challenge that you have been experiencing in this life. So what I want you to do is I want you to drop your birthday right below, and then I'll give you a life path, and I'll drop some more videos in here explaining each of the numbers and what they mean. All right.